This dog can read your emotions better than most humans. And it's not a fluke. It's been engineered into their brain. We're talking about the Labrador Retriever, America's favorite dog for over 30 years. But why? It's not just the smile, not the tail that wags like a propeller. It's because this dog was bred to bond. Labradors are wired for cooperation, for sensing with your energy, for predicting your next move. Before you even know it, it all traces back to their roots as retrieving dogs. They weren't bred to chase. They were bred to wait, watch, respond, to stay calm, and move on your command. That genetic wiring shows up in everyday life. They mirror your moods. Sit when you sigh, follow when you fidget, cuddle when you collapse. That's not just loyalty. That's emotional attunement. And here's the twist. Their brain chemistry is different. Labradors have fewer appetite-regulating genes, which makes them food-obsessed, but also hyper-motivated to please you. Every treat, a dopamine spike. Every command they master, pure reward. You're not just training a dog. You're tapping into a centuries-old neurological blueprint. And in part 2, we'll dig deeper into the emotional intelligence of Labradors and why they just might be the empath of the canine world.
This dog knows how you're feeling without a single word. And the science proves it. Labradors might be the most emotionally intelligent dog on Earth. Here's why. Labs were bred to work side by side with humans, but not just physically. Emotionally, they had to read gestures, tone, and tension to know when to act and when to wait. That means the Labrador brain evolved to track human emotion. They actually scan your face like a living mood detector. Happy? They play. Sad? They lean on you. Anxious? They go still. Researchers have found that labs respond to cortisol changes in humans, even when you're trying to hide it. They don't just hear your voice. They feel it, and this emotional syncing makes them ideal service dogs. They predict seizures, panic attacks, even drops in blood sugar by sensing subtle biological cues. No training required, just instinct. And here's what's wild. Labs prefer humans over other dogs. In tests where both are present, they consistently choose eye contact with people. That's rare. That's deep wiring. So when your lab stares at you like you're the sun, that's not just affection. It's a psychological partnership built over thousands of years. In part 3, we explore the dark side of all this empathy. What happens when a lab bonds too deeply, and how it can lead to unexpected mental stress for the dog and the human.
This dog can suffer mentally just because you left the room. It's not disobedience. It's attachment trauma. Labradors bond so deeply with their humans. That separation can feel like abandonment. Here's the psychology behind it. Labs were bred to be with us, constantly. Working, watching, waiting. That dependency was an asset in the field. But at home, it can become a mental health risk. When a Labrador is left alone too long, their stress hormones spike. Heart rate rises. Pacing starts. Sometimes even destruction or self-harm. This isn't bad behavior. It's called separation anxiety, and it's rampant in this breed. Why? Because their emotional radar is so tuned to humans that silence feels like rejection. Stillness feels like danger. And absence feels like grief. Even changing routines can throw them off. New work hours. Less play. Longer gaps between meals or walks. It all registers. But here's the good news. Their trainability is also their rescue plan. Labs thrive on structure, on predictable affection, on being part of the pack. With gradual desensitization and clear boundaries, they bounce back stronger. Because at their core, labs are built for connection. And with the right balance, that connection becomes healing, not harmful. Up next, the final chapter. We're tying it all together to uncover what makes the Labrador not just a great dog, but a psychological mirror of who we are.
The Labrador isn't just man's best friend. It's man's best mirror. Everything they are, loyal, loving, eager, emotional, is a reflection of what we crave in ourselves. They want to belong, to be needed, to feel safe, just like us. We bred them to retrieve birds, but what they really retrieve is connection. Their eyes don't just see you, they read you, they feel you, and they adjust their entire mood to match yours. They don't judge, they don't fake, they don't forget the way you made them feel. And maybe that's why we love them so much. Because in a world that's moving too fast, too loud, too detached, the Labrador reminds us how to be present, how to love without ego, and how to listen without ever saying a word. So whether they're curled at your feet, chasing a ball across the yard, or watching the door, waiting for you to come home, know this: you're not just raising a dog, you're shaping a mind, a heart, a soul that's wired to reflect you. And that is the psychology of a Labrador.